And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Kings. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now Sacramento starting five. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. ZACHLAVINE is out there with Monk, and it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. And for the Bulls, ball out there with Kobe White. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the three. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Yeah, tough finish by DeRozan. Made him work for those 2 points.
Pass to Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
He misses the free throw. And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Dosunmu. 11-point game his last outing. To the middle, Sabonis with the steal. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by White. They grab their own miss. Wide open look here for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lavine finds Sabonis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's ball. After the basket by Sabonis.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now DeRozan, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Back to White. DeRozan against Giddey. High post Vucevic. 5 on the clock. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the Kings. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's take a look at numbers for Lonzo Ball. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
Giddey against DeRozan. And stolen by Murray. White against Lavine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
And he knocks down the first one.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball, he rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
And so Murray nails both of them. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now here's Giddey. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6. And they double up DeRozan. Monk outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Lock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And Vucevic pulls it down. Bulls trail by 5. Pass the ball. Back to White. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Lavine passes to DeRozan. over Giddey. Another miss by DeRozan. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Vucevic has got 6.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
Lavine against White. Just his first attempt. And it's Monk that time on the assist by Lavine.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And White kicks to Vucevic. Pass the ball. Back to Vucevic. Here's Giddey. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Williams, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And a change for the Kings. Ellis is checked in for Malik Monk. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for ZACHLAVINE. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making Lavine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
Checking out Chicago, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Williams. DeRozan against White. Left side, ball. Outside Williams. Here's Dosunmu. And again, Chicago. No good. Kings leading now by 6. Back to Ellis. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Murray from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Sacramento.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. 5 to shoot. DeRozan inside. White's there. And it's DeRozan missing. Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Ball. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic, a screen on Sabonis. He takes it in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
First free throw is good. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Good on both. Here is Carter. 9 points last game out. Ellis outside. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Murray gets to DeRozan. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Osumu finds White. Smith for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Carter outside. In the corner, Murray with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
White against Carter. The 3. White, good. He's got 5.
A smooth three-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Rebound by Smith.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Carter, the pass to Murray. Back to Carter. Here's Sabonis. Murray outside. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Williams heads a screen for White. That three off the mark. Kings leading now by 5. Ellis kicks to Carter. Inside. There's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Smith outside. Pass to Herter. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Right side Sabonis. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense is right there. Pass to Williams. Back to Dosunmu. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Sacramento. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Trey Lyles out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Carter. Then it's Ellis, and it's Lavine in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lavine, who's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Herter. Up again. It's good on the putback. Herter's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bulls.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Ellis against Herter. Pass to Smith. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down low. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Herter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lavine looking around. Nifty move. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, ZACHLAVINE, reminding us of what he can do.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's Giddey. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
What helps Lavine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a three, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
Williams against Lyles. Here's Giddey. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Now, Giddey, after ZACHLAVINE missed from long range. Pass to Buzelis. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his third assist on the night. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive on the offensive glass, and that really made a difference in the game.
4 on the shot clock. Monk finds Valanciunas. Count that bucket. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, you know Valanciunas is in the zone when he's taking shots like that. You gotta love the confidence.
Here's Buzelis. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Now here's Lavine. They trail by 3. Monk dishes to Lavine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Stan, as productive as ZACHLAVINE has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. The first free throw is good. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop. Look, he's an ideal modern wing. Lavine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
Here's Buzelis, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Vucevic with the bucket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Lavine passes to Sabonis. And Jones pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Vucevic. Rebound by the Kings. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Lyles. He's guarded by Williams. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Lavine is known for his scoring, but he's a capable passer as well.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Vucevic is screen on Ellis. Back to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And here's Lavine. He's got 9. Lavine double team. Trying to find Monk and gets it to him. And that one is good.
I tell you what, Monk's ability there to finish in traffic shows some toughness, even though he was fouled.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Light comes in for Buzelis. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Trey Jones. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Kings. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Chicago with the ball. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Monk kicks to DeRozan to the inside. And Ellis the bucket on the assist from DeRozan. Ellis has got the game tied up here for Sacramento. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Williams against Lyles. Back to Ball. Vucevic is screen on Monk. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one drops.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Outside DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Giddey. Giddey against DeRozan. Kicks it out to Ellis. Now Wiles. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Sabonis. Ball with the rebound. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
To the paint. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Ball, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Ball. To the middle. And Vucevic kicks to White. No good from outside. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Monk against Ball. Lets the three fly. The shot by Monk is no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And Ball is good for 3. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Ellis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Now here's Lavine. 11 points in the game. Here's Sabonis. That's good, and it's Lavine with the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Bulls lead.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Vucevic is screen on DeRozan. Inside. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 11 points in the quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 5. Here's Lavine. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball kicks to Giddey. White looking around. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
And he makes the first.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. He's off on the second.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA, Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Dosunmu. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Now here's White. He's got 5. Vucevic a screen on Lavine. White. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Kings trail by 7. Looking to end his cold spell, and DeRozan finishing inside. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
Well, guys, DeRozan's steadily putting points on the board. He's feeling it.
Here's Vucevic. Misses the fadeaway jumper. Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Billy Donovan. Overall, strong first half. What did you like about your team?
Well, I thought we got good offensive possessions. We took care of the ball. We scored in the paint. We made some shots. And then I think our defense allowed us to get out on the break some.
We'll see if that continues as the game progresses, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Trailblazers matchup, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Sacramento Kings.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they can get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The Kings trail by 5. They've got Kobe White. Dosunmu is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Ball in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's DeRozan. Headshot off. Into the Bulls, shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting. And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, we've seen this for years. Vucevic is a dependable scorer who can attack you in a variety of ways.
In the corner, Murray with it. Back to Lavine. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Monk kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Giddey. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
Started and finished the break. Scoop and score there from Giddey.
Murray outside. Lavine up top, right covering. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kobe White. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Drops in the tray. White's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
Lavine kicks to Monk. Shoots from 14. That's good, and it's Lavine with the assist. Monk's got 7 points.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Giddey the pass to White. Back to Giddey. Vucevic a screen on DeRozan. DeRozan brings the double team. Shot clock at 5. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. First one falls for him. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
DeRozan against Giddey. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 17.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lavine up top. He's got 12. And DeRozan kicks to Lavine. Sacramento again missing. Chicago leading by 9 to the inside. Right the pass to Giddey. Back to White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. And it's off from three-point range. Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. DeRozan, that's good.
Boy, DeRozan, he is on it right now and has been all night.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. He's averaging about 19 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Now, here's Ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Giddey. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Lavine against White. Lavine kicks to Murray. Back to Lavine. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Dosunmu.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
DeRozan with it. 16 points for him. And they double up DeRozan. Monk finds DeRozan. Driving in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, when DeRozan is assertive like that, it's a huge plus for this offense.
Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Giddey's got 25 points in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Now here's White. After the miss from Malik Monk. Ball with the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
The Kings trail by 16. Monk dishes to Murray. Back to Monk. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now here's Dosunmu. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Back to Giddey. Over DeRozan. Giddey, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Well, we've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Kobe White, third.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Well, basketball is about efficiency, and with how well these guys shoot from the line, I'd be trying to get them there as much as possible.
I mean, the NBA is just nuts these days. 6'11" guys like Sabonis, zero fear shooting the rock.
White with it. Sabonis defending. Smith for 3. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Lavine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a quick look at the numbers for Sabonis. First in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. The first one falls. And so Lavine nails both of them. Chicago leading by 11. And here is Giddey. 25 points in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Bulls have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Kings. He doesn't get the second one. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And that one misses.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Lavine after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Well, they know Lavine can knock that down. The defense has to do a better job of running him off the line.
Williams, a screen on DeRozan. Dosunmu with it. DeRozan's there. Dosunmu's shot is off. And DeRozan kicks to Lavine. Here's Valanciunas. Second chance shot. Bucket is good. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
Power play by Valanciunas. Just muscling past any inside resistance.
Outside Williams. Pass to Smith. It's up a 3. They get it back. Giddey, no good. And here's Lavine who brings it up for the Kings. DeRozan scanning the floor. Here's Ellis. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddey against Ellis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like Giddey getting physical, challenging the defense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Dosunmu. And both free throws good for Giddey. And Sacramento has possession. 9-point game. Outside Lavine. Trains the three-pointer. Lavine's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Sacramento.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Smith. Down low. Here's Huerter. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his third assist on the night. The Kings trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's Valanciunas. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jonas Valanciunas.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Kings making a change here. Carter's checked in. Giddey kicks to Smith. Pass to Herter. Carter against Giddey. The shot from the low post is good. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Now DeRozan. 20 points for him. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas, the very big man from Lithuania.
White against Ellis. Herter on the wing. He's got 8. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Herter's got 10 points in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Valanciunas. Good on the bucket. 8 points for him.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Carter against Giddey. Smith the pass to Herter. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Carter. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. The shot, no good. The Bulls leading by 8. Pass to Giddey. Back to Herter. Smith sets the pick for Herter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Giddey. It's hauled in by the Kings. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Kings have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12. And he knocks down the first one. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Sacramento also making some changes. Lyle comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Monk's subbed in for Carter. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Herter. Here's Giddey. Lets it go from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Giddey's got 32 points in the game.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Ellis is out there with Lyle. Then it's Malik Monk. Then there's Carter. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low.
Well, defensively, you have to be careful about Fallon Jones. He's a high percentage free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you like the passion Jones steps on the floor with, especially for being so undersized.
And so Jones nails both of them. The Kings trail by 10. Here is Carter. Monk outside. Lyles a screen on Herter. 4 on the clock. Shot's good by Lyles.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Smith outside. Pass to Herter. Over in the corner, Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Takes a 3. Monk grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. And the dunk by Lyles.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Nailed from three-point land.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
So it's Sacramento following the three-point basket by Chicago. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis is a highlight reel, a walking double-double on the floor.
Jones looking for an opening. Smith outside. Pass to Herter. Back to Smith. Outside, Jones. Over Carter. Jones, no luck. The Kings trail by 7. Monk outside. Carter finds Sabonis. And it's Lyles in the corner. And the 3 off target. Bulls leading by 7. Outside, Jones. Pass to Smith. And here's Herter. Back to Smith. Herter with it. Defended by Carter. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Now, here's Monk to the inside. And it's Lyles in the corner. On the wing, Monk. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Monk.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game. by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all three levels on the floor.
On the wing, Jones, defended by Carter. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Pass to Herter. Here he goes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Keegan Murray's checked in for Trey Lyons.
One shot.
The free throw off from Herter. The Kings trail by 9. Monk for 3. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got his 5th assist in this one. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And it's Vucevic missing. The Kings have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll.
And that's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Now here's Jones. Williams with the ball. Buzelis with the ball. Pass to Vucevic. Fades. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Still so consistent from the mid-range. This has been a staple of Vucevic's game for a long time.
Carter finds Monk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Free throw drops for Monk. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Williams. Josh Giddey comes in for Buzelis. Kobe White is checked in for Kevin Herter. And Ball subbed in for Trey Jones. Then for the Kings, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. DeRozan comes in for Ellis. And ZACHLAVINE subbed in for Carter. And Monk drops them both. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for White. A three-pointer, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Right side, DeRozan. And Ball comes to help. Monk finds Valanciunas. Out to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Over Giddey. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Vucevic a screen on Murray. Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. Over Monk. The shot, no good. The Kings trailing. To tie it up. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, at 6'11", 275, Valanciunas can really carve out space down low.
And Vucevic kicks to White. And he drives in. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Dosunmu. shoots from 14, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A load to deal with inside. The strength of Murray makes him a tough cover.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bulls are gone, 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Vucevic. To end the drought. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Outstanding timing on the rejection there. Sabonis showing some grit on defense.
And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Murray finds DeRozan. Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Oh, just too much D that time. Sabonis wreaking havoc inside.
And the first one at the line is good.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And Sabonis drops them both. Bulls trail by 4. Right the pass to Giddey. Back to White. Picked by Vucevic. To the middle to stop the run. And Vucevic throws it down.
What an impact White makes, whether he has the ball in his hands or not.
Kings have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Sabonis gets to DeRozan. And he lays it straight in. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Monk against Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. For Murray. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising, it's such a tight game.
Sabonis, the pass to Lavine. To the paint. Here's Monk. Shoots over Ball. The shot by Monk is no good. Bulls trail by 4. And here is Giddey. Wide a screen on DeRozan. Takes the 13-footer, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Giddey's got 34 points.
Oh, stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Monk outside. Sabonis against Vucevic. Left side, Sabonis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to White. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic, and he hits it to tie the game up. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, DeRozan can handle any situation. The pressure is a non-issue.
White setting the pick for ball. Pass to Vucevic. Back to ball. Vucevic setting the pick for ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It's the quickness of ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Ball hits them both.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Now DeRozan. Floats one. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Dosunmu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Keegan Murray.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
DeRozan inside. White covering, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. .104 left here in the fourth quarter. White, a screen on Monk. Pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And it's Vucevic missing. Monk against Ball. Outside Lavine. Here's DeRozan. Misses the layup. And so here is Chicago. At one point, they led by 16.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands.
Timeout, Sacramento. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for the team. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. Told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David. And they get it. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout, Sacramento. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Yes! Well, hard to find a more clutch performer than DeRozan. He had no problem coming up with the huge make.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rosen dishes to Lavine. Offline with his 3. So the Bulls win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Josh Giddey.